Hello and welcome, underachievers. Today we're going to be looking at food quality and food rotations. So basically, food quality is basically a setting that you have in game, a value for your amount of XP you get per each action. So if you ever have too much fried chicken in your base, that place could actually be called KFC. That's not doing your XP bar any favors. All the tier 1 food that you can craft does satiate your hunger, but basically does nothing for actually increasing the XP gains you get. The base level of the game is 0.5 and it goes up to 810, which means that you can increase your food multiplier by 20 times. The number of food rotations also depends on your willpower, but some more testing needs to be done. In this case, the food multiplier applies to all PvE, PvP, and minor skills. Uh, the full multiplier itself can be seen underneath the hunger bar when you press B. Right now I have 1.66, which is not too high, but I've not been doing food rotation in this particular guy. Let's look at how you can actually do that. You basically start eating food, different types of foods with different complexities, hopefully high complexity. In this case, we have a couple of tier 4s here, and then it goes down up to level 1, just to have like a 15 to 25 rotation, and then we do a reset with fried meat. So this is annoying, and it does require some sorting, so I'm going to teach you a couple of tricks how to do that. So what we do in our guild is basically we have some foods that obviously we have a surplus of, some that we have a little bit less of. But basically our cooks prepare a set of menu that we go through, and basically the trick is to click shift click drag stuff into your inventory. So basically in this case we already have one of each kind of separated, or kind of, but what you want to be doing is basically just taking one of each. So you're not taking 10 pizzas because you really like pizza. What you really want to be doing is grab one and drag to your bag, or control click it if it's already separated by one, right? You want to take one of each of these menu rotation depending on what food you have available to you. In this case, you can click drag, or you can basically control click. But if you have multiple ones, you basically want to click shift drag to your inventory. This will allow you to basically take one piece of each and just click shift drag, and basically you can just press OK and you get to one. We used to stack it in ones back in the day. So if you had like a 2000 cart of food like we have now, we'd basically split one, 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 and obviously you can adjust the little bells at the bottom to separate or uh, join together the distance between items, the same items. But in this case, what was crashing too many people because we would have new food and that would not be properly sorted and whatnot. So the mates kind of all decided that we should have like the big group of meals, and then everybody just takes one from the big pile. As you can see here, you can do this infinitely. This is also useful for other kind of functions. Um, you should always have the inventory sorted in the same way. So for example, you can adjust it A to Z. Some people do that, or you can adjust it by item types. So don't forget the little tip about the item types, which is the three filled squares, then the star, and then the auto. Always try to keep most inventories like that. You have to set it up once for every type of inventory, but after that you can just basically start eating from the bottom or the top, and you'll go through them. So as you go on eating, if you go from the bottom, they will start disappearing from that area, but you can put them back, and you see that they stay in the same area. So you can do the proper rotation without repeating foods. That's the most important thing, because then you will be satiated hunger-wise, but it will let you a warning of you're eating too much of the same food, right? But this is the best way to increase your food quality and therefore multiply your XP. Um, and you can have some backup menus, like as soon as you get a lot of tier 4, tier 5, you should pretty much only be eating that. But basically, this is the best way for you to increase your food quality and obviously multiply your XP by a lot. Then if you have little time to play or anything like that, this might be a really good recommendation if you are keeping up the 6 characters, how to max SP in everything. Also, obviously, it allows you to compete for the gods. So for your main character, if you're trying to rank compete the gods list, definitely do get a good food multiplier and keep donating that XP. Another small tip, it also helps changing your stats, so you get much more increased gain from stat exchange if you have a good food multiplier. We're going to be making a video about gods soon. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.